Ashwagandha, also known as Withania somnifera, is an adaptogen, which, to put it short, adaptogens help your body manage stress better. Not just that, its uses go well beyond that, and it's studied for its role in lowering blood sugar, boosting fertility, enhancing muscle growth and strength, boosting memory, and so much more. And in today's video, we'll be going over arguably one of the most sought after and popular ashwagandha products on the market, the Goli Nutrition Ashwagandha Gummies. With over 20,000 5-star reviews on Amazon, let's unpack and dive into whether or not the hype is really worth it. We'll be going over 3 pros of the ashwa gummies and then 3 cons of the ashwa gummies, as well as finish it off with my final take and if I recommend them. Definitely stay tuned till the end, as I'll share one tip I think can help you maximize using ashwagandha in general and reaping more of its benefits, so stay tuned for that. Hi guys, you've seen Arsalan Media Pharmacist here on YouTube. As you guys already know, this channel is really all about helping you make more informed decisions about your health and wellness. I'm posting 3 times a week on this channel now, so consider subscribing down below. Also, if you learned anything, give it a like down below as well. It seriously makes my day and it helps get this video recommended by YouTube. As you guys know, I've already discussed ashwagandha on this channel before. Once on how to take it, and secondly, a beginner-friendly video when entering the world of ashwagandha. That I encourage you to watch both of them after this video. And if you all are coming back from that video to this one, welcome back. I'm glad to have you back here. Today's video is a little different, and I've gotten a few requests to go over this specific product, which I'll start by going over 3 things that immediately stood out to me about the ashwa gummies. And to do that, let's take a look at the brand itself. Goli Nutrition entered the supplement scene in 2017 when it was founded by Michael Batinsky, and many people know the company for creating the world's first apple cider vinegar gummy, which I'll be making a complete video breakdown for that supplement too, so definitely subscribe down below to not miss out on it. All of Goli's supplements are manufactured in a state-of-the-art FDA registered facility located in California that is CGMP certified. They're also non-GMO, gluten-free, cruelty-free, vegan, and free of artificial flavorings and colorings, which makes them different than a lot of the other gummy supplements on the market. In terms of their ashwagandha gummy, the first thing that immediately stood out to me is that they're using a KSM 66 version of ashwagandha. Now, something to know about ashwagandha is you have 2 major types, then you have types that don't tell you what you're getting, which you should stay away from. But the 2 major types are KSM 66 and Sensorel. KSM 66 means that they only use the roots of the ashwagandha plant with absolutely no addition of leaves, unlike Sensorel ashwagandha, which is made from both the leaves and roots. This, by the way, explains why the dose is higher for KSM 66, because there are no leaves and only the roots, so you're getting closer to 2.5 to 5% with analyzed versus 10%. But honestly, 10% can be a little too much when starting off, which some have reported that switching back to a lower percentage helped them even more. Switching from Sensorel back to KSM 66, that is. The KSM 66 does not include the leaves of the plant because there's more clinical data and research done with the use of the root only. And obviously that can change, but as for now, KSM 66 has been tested for a longer period of time and more observation data has been published versus the Sensorel. So it's nice to see Goli using a version that has received more testing. Then there are some proponents of Sensorel because they like the calming effects it gives them, so you find them use the KSM 66 in the daytime for stimulating cognitive function, and then the Sensorel at night to help promote restfulness and sleep. So it depends on the preference. The second thing I noticed is that the Goli Ashwagandha is vegan. I thought to myself, how is that even possible? Because KSM 66 extraction process entails pre-treating the ashwagandha roots with milk. Sure enough, I found that the milk pre-treatment step is skipped, making their KSM 66 vegan and milk-free. And lastly, let's take a look at their dosage, because just as important as the quality of the ashwagandha is, the dose matters too. Now, you get 300 milligrams for 2 gummies, and it says to have 2 gummies in the morning and 2 gummies at night, which means we're at 600 milligrams a day. Now, in my opinion, 600 milligrams is a sweet spot when it comes to dosing, because what was 600 milligrams studied in? Well, 500 to 600 milligrams for 6 to 12 weeks was studied to reduce anxiety and lower the likelihood of insomnia in people with stress and anxiety disorders. So does it meet the criteria? Yes. 300 milligrams of root extract twice daily for supporting male fertility and balancing testosterone. Does that meet the criteria? Yes. 300 milligrams taken 2 to 3 times per day for boosting brain function and memory. Does that meet the criteria? Yes. So yes, Goli has done their research and is providing an adequate dosage to meeting the criteria dosage that were studied in the clinical data, which in some ashwagandha products, you don't find the dosages make any sense at all. But in this product, you do. Now, let's talk about 3 cons of the product and what my thoughts are. The first one being is you're getting 4 grams of added sugar per serving. And I get it, that'll probably taste horrible without the sugar, but that's about a teaspoon of sugar per serving. I mean, that doesn't seem like a lot, but considering the American Heart Association is suggesting that you need to have no more than 24 grams of added sugar a day for women and 36 for men, 4 grams is a sizable chunk out of that limit, especially when other products don't use sugar at all. The second issue is I really don't know how much withanolide content am I getting. Is it 2.5%, 5%? It doesn't say. Usually it's the standardized 5%, meaning you get the same dose for each serving, but it would be really helpful if it was mentioned. This is a big problem I'm seeing in the market. Many companies do not list the percentage of withanolides online or on the product label, which makes it increasingly difficult to determine how effective a product may be. And remember, it's all in the quality and amount of withanolides that are active components responsible for the effects you want. The increased libido and stamina, the stress reduction, the sleep benefits. So consumers are looking out for these details, and they aren't there. And lastly, number 3, it's not really a con, but definitely something you should know of, is that they're using vitamin D2 instead of a vitamin D3. This is because they have this marketed towards vegan consumers. Vitamin D2 is made from mushrooms and fortified foods, and vitamin D3 is made from egg yolk, liver, and oily fish. So with that said, we know that vitamin D3 is more effective and superior than vitamin D2 at raising blood levels of calcifidiol and working for longer periods of time. Just something to know of. Because after all, it does take only 5 to 30 minutes of sun exposure a day for your body to make enough vitamin D, and you shouldn't rely on the gummies to get the full amount you need, nor replace your vitamin D3 for it either. Oh, and since you stay tuned all the way till the end, I told you that I'd give you a tip for getting more benefits out of your ashwagandha, and that is using it with black pepper. While ashwagandha doesn't need black pepper to work, the addition of a grind of fresh black pepper can help your digestive system absorb the ashwagandha better. So in turn, it's easier for your cells to absorb and less is processed as waste, which will help you theoretically maximize the benefits you're looking for. In fact, I left one ashwagandha product that is KSM 66, 5% withanolide, and includes organic black pepper in the comments below, so definitely check that one out if you're looking for an alternative. Overall, guys, the Goli Ashwa Gummies have very impressive reviews across all major retail platforms. Different people will have different experiences with the gummies, so it really comes down to how your body processes the ashwagandha and whether you're consistent in taking it. For example, some state how they purchased the gummies to calm their anxiety. While they didn't notice much difference right away, their sleeping patterns saw improvement instead. And some customers said that they take it to help their sleep quality, but the gummies ended up improving their sexual health and libido instead. So it'll largely depend on how your body works with it. Always consult with your doctor before trying any new supplement, and don't forget to leave me a comment down below if you have any questions. Subscribe to the channel to not miss out on future videos, and I'll see you guys on the next one.